So what we're doing is we're isolating every single variable that exists in the golf club in its high, medium, and low fashion, and trying to figure out where's good golf live. How can we get that person to tighter strike? What's going to be their most consistent shot shape while controlling their miss? Trying to figure out, peak height, ball speed, all those things that you look for in a proper club fade. But the thing is, we do it with 24 clubs that are isolating each variable in their high, medium, low fashion. So we're looking at sole design, lie angle, total weight, swing weight, kick point, flex, length, size, and grip. And we test pretty extreme. In our lie angle test, we test 5 degrees upright and 5 degrees flat, because the industry really only lets people test two up, 2 down.
Yep.
And the thing that we've noticed is it's kind of a small window to figure out where good golf lives, and then on top of it, Bryson DeChambeau went 5 degrees upright and Ben Hogan went 5 degrees flat. So it's like
show them the
good
clubs.
Golf lives outside of the belt.
So you guys started off ending up with a prescription, 1 hour, 72 swings, and then you said, hey, I think you fit into a Titleist or a...
Exactly.
So how did these clubs come?
So
and it's all blind.
Yeah, all blind.
Yep.
All blacked out.
Yeah.
And so essentially the reason that our clubs have the weights on them is because we needed a golf club that could swing weight D2 an inch and a half over and an inch and a half under. So we have the ability to control the head weight, control the swing weight, and really stack all the different variables in our favors. And just by happenstance, people liked the club that they were testing so much in the system, we decided to make them in sets. There was never really a goal to sell our own irons, and just one of our best players goes, dude, make me a set of these. And we go, what? What do you mean make you a set? He's like, well, if you guys have sets, I'll play them. And comes back after shooting a course record on PGA Tour Canada and goes, if you guys don't make these, you guys are going to miss the mark.
So tell them what's different. I was saying with lower center of gravity.
Yep. So lower CG, what we've noticed is at its current loft, it's 2 miles per hour faster than any other iron. And it's just because of how much mass and how much weight we have down there in the bottom. The CG is 25% lower.
And then is this a bevel? What's this edge?
So we make our club in all 3 bounces. High bounce, medium bounce, and low bounce. And the design of it is the exact same for all 3 of them. So whether you get finned high bounce, you get finned low bounce, or you get finned medium bounce. And if you decide to go with a Foreward Golf club, it's not like you're getting any different head. It's not like you got a big old clunky sole that has a bunch of offset, and then it's also not like you're playing, the Justin Thomas prototype 921 blades.
Right.
It's like you're playing the same head, but it's like at the same time, if all of a sudden we're like, hey, you need low bounce with a flat lie angle, shaft weight needs to be 110 grams, you need mid-kick shaft, so on and so forth. But you're a standard swing weight player. Dude, the rest of the industry can fulfill that prescription just as well as Forward can. But if all of a sudden you get fit into V4 swing weight, how many manufacturers do you know that you can remove 24 grams of material out of the head to get to that swing weight?
And he works with the highest level, high school kids and juniors.
Yeah, this is the first thing Grant told me when I walked in. I just got here 2 hours ago.
Okay.
He said, Foreward Golf. We got one of our members at my academy who was here, came in just because you're here.
Yeah.
He's been following you guys for 2 or 3 years online. Knows all about you guys.
Who was your guy?
Jackson Kester.
Yep, I worked with Jackson.
Yeah. So he was here only for you guys.
Yeah.
So that's.
So we brought this in. It's going to be in Plymouth. So let's if you want to come over and see it in live, we'll have it.
Yeah.
It's at one of the simulators I run, but I'll introduce you to Hunter. And then talk. What's the material of is that?
So 1020 forged carbon.
Okay. So that's like Mura soft.
Yeah. They
so everything that you have is that material.
Mm-hmm. Everything across the whole entire board. 1020 forged carbon with the highest tungsten that you can get.
Right. So are you guys like? Are you in? As far as club making, are you just getting your feet wet, or is that a direction you're going?
Oh, we've essentially we're already deeper than we thought we were going to be. We never expected to become an iron company, and 500 sets later, here we are.
Now they want wedges. And...
Yep. Now people want wedges. People want us to design drivers. People want us to design fairway woods. People want us to design it all. The big thing for us is probably figuring out wedges, because wedges are another thing that's very, very similar to an iron, and sole design matters a lot in that. But this process shouldn't have been as easy as it was.
Yeah.
We got lucky. We managed to message the right person. We hit the nail on the head the very, very first time, and it's been a success story. Dude from Instagram. Yeah, some dude who's got Foundry overseas. $900 sent us ahead.
Their total R&D was $900. And he went to that. Didn't he go to the Ping engineers and explain what they needed, and they just blew him off?
Oh, we went to every. We went to every single company. This is the best way to do fade. Yeah, dude, you guys sell $100,000 worth of our shit. Cool. Like, they're not going to listen to you unless you are the person that's bringing in, $15, $20, $30 million.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. When all of a sudden people are noticing heads are starting to turn to a small little company that's based out of Ventura, California that has 25,000 followers on Instagram and has a dude with a goofy mustache that's smoking cigarettes yelling Tiger Strike at everybody, and then they see how good the golf club is, heads are turning and things are changing. And Foreward Golf's trying to figure out where good golf lives and essentially just facilitate two things. And it's one, good golf, and two, making sure you hit the golf ball in the right part of the club face. Everybody wants to hit the golf ball, right here. Top of the ball wants to be on the bottom groove. That's how you know you're hitting ball first.
So, how many? Do you have reps? Where are you guys located?
We are located in Ventura, California.
Okay.
So I am the head club fitter for Foreward Golf. Dan and Chad, who are both over there, are the owners of Foreward Golf, and then we have 20 remote fitting accounts that we have that are across the globe.
So
Hunter
you
being
remote,
one of them.
Are you in any Club Champion, Hot Sticks, Cool Clubs, anything like
He's
that?
in Go-Lo Golf, baby, in Plymouth, Minnesota.
Yes.
Yeah, the first location. So
Yeah. So essentially, no, we're not in any other large fitting
Are you
entities
even
like
trying
that.
to get there?
If they want it.
Yeah.
But the thing is, I think these companies have been so one way about fitting for so many years, they don't want to break them.
Right.
They don't want to go, okay, hey, here's the deal. The way we've been fitting is wrong because, dude, there's entities that have schools that people go to become a certified fitter. Here was Seth's school of certified fitting. Seth, go ahead, have that guy hit that club, that club, that club, that club. Perfect. Tell me which one's the best.
is there money to be made in getting new fitting carts every year and stuff too, having to constantly turn all that over? And
Well, you're losing money by buying fitting carts. That's the biggest thing. And here's the deal. When was the last time that you were able to throw together the exact same peg from 4 different manufacturers at the same length, at the same lie, and the same shaft, and the same grip? Probably never. Because all the fitting carts don't come with the exact same shaft.
is it your guys' opinion too? What about adapters on clubs like these snap and fits? Does that affect swing weights and stuff?
Oh,
What do you guys?
100% adapters affect swing weights more than anything. And here's the best way that I'm going to say it. If adapters are a great way to fit golf, why is not a single pro get fit? It's a pretty valid point. They're hitting glued in heads every single time if they're trying to find something new. They're not going and throwing on Club Conex or a Faz Fit or anything like that, or screwing TaylorMade fitting cart head. They're not throwing that stuff in because here's the reality. It's not going to play anything like they're going to play when they actually have that golf club built.
Show Brady what the difference between the clubs are. Just a quick.
So first one, high bounce. So you can see trailing edge higher than leading edge.
Yep.
Then you got medium bounce, trailing edge, leading edge running pretty much almost parallel, and then low bounce, trailing edge ever so slightly lower than the leading edge.
Yep.
So I believe we're at 742 degrees of bounce on this.
Okay.
Or this one's low, that one's medium.
Yeah, it's quite the concept.
So that's
I
one
like
of the variables.
Honestly, the first thing I like, the fact that everything's blind, and you just because obviously club bias, people are always drawn to.
Yeah, exactly.
It kind of reminded me of My Golf Spy.
Yeah.
They do everything blind.
Yep, exactly.
Which is the best way to test anything.
What are some of the other? Is it grip size?
Yeah,
What are
so
some of the
you
other?
have grip size, total weight, lie angle, flex, kick point, length, swing weight.
So if I came in for a fitting,
Yep.
what would you ask me?
So
I just showed up and said I want to get.
So first thing that I'm going to ask you is, okay, what clubs do you currently play?
Ping Blueprints.
Okay, Ping. Yeah. So Ping Blueprints. What shaft?
KBS Tour X 120, 130X.
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 Okay, and dot color. Red. Okay. So you are currently playing Ping Blueprints that are in a very, very heavy, very, very stiff shaft that has slightly a lower kick point than it does anything else. It's very, very rigid throughout the whole entire shaft, but if anything, the tip section is just a little bit softer. Then on top of it, you're playing, blueprints that are red dot, so it's 1 degree flat, and you're playing a medium bounce club head. So I'm going to diagnose that. I'm going to run you through the whole entire system, ask you what your shot shape is, ask you what your preferred miss is, ask you what your miss hit tends to be. Do you miss right? Do you miss left? Do you miss short? Do you chunk it? Do you thin it? All these different questions. And then at the end of it, here's the deal. Me as a club fitter, my goal is to not sell you golf clubs. My goal is to make you better. And if selling you golf clubs is that, then I'm going to do that. But at the end of the day, if I end up finding out, okay, here's the deal. We went through this whole entire test, and the only thing that you need to do is change your line angle. That's almost just as empowering as being told that your golf clubs need to be changed entirely. Because the thing is, this system wasn't created to sell golf clubs. It was created to make people better.
Yep.
And at the end of it is, if we can't find find a combination that works for somebody, we're not going to sell them anything. My goal, my pay does not get reflected from me selling golf clubs. My goal, my pay gets reflected from me making people happy. And at the end of the day, at Foreward Golf, dude, we're just trying to stack all the variables in our favor and teach people where good golf lives.
Yep. So you're gonna have me hit 72 shots, is what you said.
Yep.
So where do I start? Like, where would I start? As far as what are you putting me in right away? Like, what are you gonna have me hit?
So you're going to run, everybody runs through it the same way. If you are a +7 handicap or you are somebody who is a 17 handicap,
Yep.
soul design, lie angle, total weight, kick point, flex, swing weight, length, grip size, and those are put in order of the importance that we believe that they matter in the golf club.
Okay.
And those are the things that we do, and we test the high, medium, low, 1, 2, 3, everything's high to low, and we figure out, what's the best golf club for you.
So within this, what do we have for what do you have for different shafts with just weight wise?
So
Stiffness weight,
so-
things like that. Are you going to put me into something am I going through this whole test with something that's close to my current setup?
No.
Or
So if we were going compared to your current setup, it's going to be a little bit lighter, it's going to be a little bit softer, it's going to be the same exact line angle, it's going to be the same length, probably same grip size.
Yep.
But for the most part, what we've noticed as a reoccurring trend, most people are playing stuff that's way too heavy and way too stiff. That would be our number one reoccurring trend, and most people's clubs are a little bit too upright.
Yep.
Those are probably the number one trends that we notice.
Yep.
Is pretty much too heavy, too stiff, too upright. And what does that bring in for a lot of people? Leftists. And as somebody who hooks the living piss out of the golf ball when I miss it, I don't ever want to see a golf ball go.
No one that plays any golf wants to hit it left. They play any good golf anyways.
Exactly.
Awesome. Well,
Cool stuff,
we'll bring it back tomorrow.
Yeah.
The chat's here too. But
Yeah.
no, it's,
Really
all I
cool
know is
concept.
we've had
Really cool concept.
everybody that's gone through it is just like, this is the coolest thing ever, and they order clubs.
Yeah. Awesome.
Well, dude, that was dope.
Thanks for the time.
Absolutely. And then what I'll do is let me go over my quad backpack. I'll grab you my